The host canceled. So we took over the studio. It's just us now. Our hat. Let's see if we can forget who we are without getting too hot. Or warm, I should say. The hat inspired by my dear friend from so long ago. Matt Petty. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you may never. See how close to never. Not to change the subject, but Justin Johnson, blues guitar. Haven't checked him out too much. Buckethead of the Blues, maybe. That's an amazing collection of guitars. Editors, take note. Take that note away. They have a 3-second pause on live TV for cuss words and inappropriate behavior. I guess they should do that for bad guitar notes. I was shooting some bad guys on the PlayStation 3. Well, I went to work one day. One time when I was hitchhiking. A man in an old school bus picked me up. An old school bus. loaded from front to back. With Peeps, the little pink Martineau Peeps, baby chickens, baby chickens, Peeps, beep 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 beep, Peeps. Busload of baby chickens, 10,000 baby chickens in crates. Old school bus coming up out of Florida one evening about sundown. And this old man, he stopped and he said, "You want to ride with me?" And let me tell you, there's no place for me to sit except in the steps going up into the old schools. And this old man, he said, "You want to ride with me?" This is after, he said, "Come on, ride with me," and I got in, and boy, it was a god-awful smell. I would have smelled my life at the time, but I was a young man in my early 20s, and it was a horrible smell. And I was about to tell him just to put me out, and I would walk. But I held in there, and I got over the nauseous. This old man said, "You want to ride?" We're down in Florida, Central Florida, I must say. And he says, "If you ride with me, boy, all night long, we will visit 3 farms and unload all these baby chickens. And in the morning, I will pay you and drop you off at the Waffle House in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia." Being that I was hitchhiking and I said I was a hitchhiking and didn't have nothing better to do. I decided I would go ahead and ride with this man and help him unload these baby chickens in hopes I would get paid and drop it off at Waffle House and not have to spend the evening in the wilderness. Woo-hoo. Coyotes are real, man. I don't know if they'll eat you or not, but I was young at the time. So anyhow, in the beginning, at the first farm, this old man, he played one. Wait a minute. This old fella, he showed me how to go about this business, and he went around to the back of the school bus and opened up the back door, the emergency door. When you're a kid, you wanted to just jump out of it. It says emergency exit only. That one, and he popped it open, and he had a ramp, that comes with a U-Haul truck, to roll out shit. Well, he rolled out that ramp out the back of that school bus, and he had a hand truck, and he scooped up a whole stack of them crates of baby chickens, and we ran them down that. He ran them down that ramp and took them off the thing, set them chickens free, and they were scattered and ran all over the damn place, and the He says, now it's your turn, and I did the same. And he told me how many, and we unloaded them there. We took turns, and I unloaded a few, and he unloaded a few. I reckon is what was up. And these little baby chickens, they just scattered everywhere, like Merle Haggard says, set the chickens free. So anyhow, now I come up with a second form. This old fella, he told me, get busy and stuff, and I did most of the work that time, and he wasn't such a nice fellow anymore, if you know what I'm saying. And but I will say that second farmer, I believe it was the second farmer, old farmer had this St. Bernard. And once in a while, when we popped in and crates of chickens open, that old one of them baby chickens would be dead, and that old farmer, he'd look at that St. Bernard and nod his head, and that St. Bernard, he'd go over, he'd suck that baby chicken to never, just suck it up like a vacuum. But the funny part was, every time that damn farmer turned his back, that St. Bernard would sneak up on a live one, suck him up like a vacuum. Oh my gosh, it's like a cartoon. Looney Tunes. But like I said, my ride and employer of the evening. It turned a bit sour on me. And I said, oh well, I got nothing better to do. I'm making some money when we dropped off the Waffle House in Georgia in the morning. Come to the third farm, the last farm, I unloaded all the rest of them chickens all by myself. And that old man, he just cussed and hollered at me and told me to speed it up. And it's about the sorriest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Lo and behold, come sun up, we pulled up in front of a Waffle House in Georgia. And I grabbed my stuff and I climbed off that bus and I turned around to get paid. And that old man, he was just a cussing and holding out a $5 bill. And drove off the cussing. Me standing there with a $5 bill in my hand after unloading a busload of baby chickens all night long. I was in my early 20s, so this was 1980, 90, early 90s, something, late 80s, early 90s. But however, back then, you could get a meal for $5 plus some. I think I got a meal and a pack of cigarettes. Pains me to say cigarettes anymore. And lo and behold, while I was sitting at a Waffle House, which you could smoke, and I finished my meal, I was sitting there having a cigarette and a cup of coffee, and this truck driver come in. He's sitting there at the counter with his Atlas, big fancy trucker's Atlas, and I thought, well, hey. And I hollered at him, and I said, hey, buddy, because I really had no idea where I was at, Waffle House in Georgia, could I look at your atlas? And he said, well, sure, but you sit right here while you do it, because he didn't trust me. So I looked at his atlas and figured out where I was and where I was headed and all that. Lo and behold, when I gave that man back his atlas, he asked me what I was up to and where I was headed, and I told him, and he said, well, come on, you ride with me, and he carried me on to Nashville, Tennessee, which put me 100 miles from home. So, busload of chickens, $5 bill, Waffle House, and ride to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not sure if that was the same trip, but remind me another time and I'll tell you about the time I got dropped off in Nashville. 3 days later, I was 100 miles north of Nashville and I hadn't eaten in 3 days. Anyway. It was canceled. Earlier in our broadcast, which you may have missed due to technical issues, we were covering something like this. Yes, that was covered. I'm a veteran. But who did I get? I'll cut that part out. It was canceled. We've gone into overtime. This was a 5-minute segment. The host canceled.